Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Rick Berube here, live on this Facebook on November 2nd. Woo! We're already in November 2nd. We are 1/3 of the way through in the fourth quarter. 60 days left. If you count the week between Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving week, we only have about 6-7 weeks of business left. But today, we are very fortunate to have a new member of our management staff. Okay, from the St. Rose office. You're right, Jennifer Breeden. Jennifer, welcome.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you can, like we were talking about earlier. I'm Breeden. I'm leading. You can do that. I mean, you can go.
That's going to be my new slogan. I love it.
Yeah. All right, you can have that. All right, it's a gift. I'm only serious. Like anyway, so tell us a little about yourself. You know, how long you've been in real estate, all that good stuff, please.
Okay. So I am worried. I keep freezing a little bit over here. Am I freezing with you?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. So basically, my background, I grew up here in Henderson. I actually went to Green Valley, just down the street, born and raised. I went to UNLV, got both my undergrad and graduate degree in social work. My heart was set working for nonprofits back in the day. And then I actually worked up at 2 legislative sessions. I got pulled into the whole political career for a while. It chose me. I did not choose it. So finally, I just I needed a change. And it was 2017, 2018. My dear friend, Tony Alata, he was actually encouraging me to get into the real estate business. And so 2018 was when I got my real estate license, and I've been with Berkshire Hathaway ever since.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Alata only has one. He's a wonderful man. Love him. He only has one major psychological issue. He is a Yankee fan.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's a Red Sox. I love it. We have a good time because the beginning of the season last year, right? The Red Sox were crushing them. Then the Yankees caught back up, and then we won the playoff game at the end of the Yankees-Red Sox rivalry is like no other. Yeah. But awesome. So the political, that must have been first off, it's so awesome to have somebody from Henderson. So you've been around the whole time when they were calling it Hendertucky and all that.
Yes.
So from Henderson, all the schools here, that's awesome. And then the political scene. Now, what did in your brief stay in the political scene, what did you figure out rather quickly in the political scene?
That I hated it.
Yes. It's like watching grass grow, except not as exciting.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. It's you know what? I was working for a law firm when I was very young, and my boss at the time decided to run for office and basically told me that instead of me running his office, he wanted me to help run his campaign. And that's honestly how I got involved with the whole political scene. Before that, like I had mentioned, I was in school. I was going to school for social work, thinking I was going to go in a totally different direction, and it just kind of happened. So,
wow,
yeah.
That is crazy. So you probably learned a lot, especially how to deal with people, what to do, what not to do, how chasing your tail is taken to a whole new level in the political game.
Oh yeah. You work with such a diverse group of people on every single day, which I felt like I had an advantage when I got into real estate, because obviously, I mean, really in everyday life, you're dealing with people of, different backgrounds, and, that doesn't do anything but help you. So.
Right. Yeah. So that was helpful for you. I mean, especially with your major and so forth, but yes, getting into real estate. Now you're dealing with a whole different type of person, the real estate agent.
Yes. Absolutely.
Your training has helped you, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure.
All right. So tell us a little about, so you've been in there how long now as manager? About a month?
This is my fourth week, but it wasn't even, announced. I think last week it was announced. So I feel like this is only my real second weekend.
So yeah, and you know what? And as you even hear Mark say that St. Rose office is one of the most unique offices. Never mind just as part of the Mark Stark, no, now Berkshire Hathaway, corporate thing
Mhm.
in the country. I mean, I've coached a lot of companies, I've coached a lot of different agents. I've been all over the place, and that is a extremely unique, diverse, every personality style under the planet in that office. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yep.
Yeah. You got to take versatility to a whole new level.
Absolutely. It'll be challenging, but I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, have you ever done any Jedi training? Because that might be helpful.
No.
All right. All right, good. All right. So, as a real estate agent, now as a manager, give us some of the traits that you see. Like when you see successful people in there, and there's a lot of them. Like I'm interviewing Alberto Saab next week. Uh,
Nice.
I've interviewed a lot of agents from that office. But what do you see? What do you see common traits amongst the successful real estate agent?
You know what? Specifically in real estate, I know the hardest thing is to creating a schedule and having that determined mindset. And, everyone wants to get in this business to have that flexibility and not work for somebody else. But in order to be successful in real estate, you have to be the most determined, most organized, I feel like, most motivated person because you have to get yourself up out of bed every day and have a plan and get on it. I also think somebody with, just that positive mindset because there's so much negativity and so many no's and hanging up on the phones and all of that to go with it. So I think it's really important for people in this industry to know how to navigate through that process and not take things personally and to move forward. I always say focus forward and fail forward.
Mm.
Um, that a lot of people, a lot of people fail backwards. They take things to heart, take things too personally, and they have a hard time getting themselves out of that funk. So it takes time to master that mindset, and I feel like a lot of agents have definitely. And to be successful in this business, you have to figure out a way to master that mindset.
So true. And by the way, I want you to know that your lovely partner in crime, Carlos, just put, "Hi Jen, go Raiders." At least you're
Go
before the Raiders.
Raiders!
Yeah, which means you really rank. Yeah.
Oh goodness, I'm a Packers fan, so
Yeah.
um, yeah, he's not
He's rubbing it in.
the
I'm
best.
surprised he didn't say anything about the Patriots.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, have you heard my joke I tell when he ask me to do the sales meetings about the Raider? Remember when he used to do Mexican Day of the Word of the Day? Remember when he used
Yes.
to? Okay, so when I did the meeting, he hasn't do it anymore. But when I did the meeting, I would say, "Do you know what the Mexican word of the day is?" And I'd go window, and he'd go window. And I go, "Yeah, I love the Raiders, but the Patriots always window."
Oh my goodness.
Ah, thank you, Paul, for giving me that pathetic small laugh. You know
Gosh.
me, the worse the joke, the more I like it. So that's
But
what.
you know what? The Patriots aren't really winning right now, so you can't use that anymore.
Well, we're 4-4 now. Calm down. Calm down. We're back to 500. We'll make playoffs. You'll see. Yeah, and the Green Bay just beat the Cardinals, which was a tough
Yep.
game, close one. I know because
Yep.
you were watching it while we were at that
Yep.
going away party. So good for you.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, here we go. He's going boo. And Patrick Clark. See, Patrick Clark, a very intelligent musician as well as a real estate extraordinaire, loved my window joke.
That's too funny.
If you don't like the Patriots, it's like
Love it.
Carlos. He's right though. This year the Raiders have a better record, and obviously the
Mhm.
Packers do too. Right
Yep.
now, the
Right
season.
now. Hey, we're doing awesome.
Yeah, you guys are. Well,
Exciting with
any
the Raiders, though. I didn't think
anytime
I'd
you have
see
Aaron
them.
Rodgers,
What'd you say?
Anytime you have Aaron Rodgers, you're in the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. As long as he like wants to be there, and it looks like right now he does. So we're just crossing our fingers.
Yeah. I just think he wanted a little attention. When you're
Mhm.
that good and you get paid that much, I think sometimes they turn into a little bit of a prima donna, and he just what he did.
Yep.
Now he got his
I mean, that's
attention. Now he's happy.
long hair and
Yeah.
the attention.
He's having a mid sports life crisis. That's what he went through. No big deal.
Absolutely.
It happens. It happens.
Yep.
All right. So, yeah, you know what? It's so important you said that. Fail forward, become
Mhm.
comfortable with failure, rejection. It's such, and let's use sports as an analogy, right? So, the World Series is going on right now.
Mhm.
Think about this now. The Atlanta Braves, who are one victory away from the World Series, only won 88 of 162 games this year. So do the math. They were barely
Yeah.
above 500. Barely above 500. The Houston
Mhm.
Astros, they won 93 or 94 games out of 162. So they were still below a 60% winning
Yeah.
percentage. So they lose almost as many games as they win, and they're the best teams in baseball.
Yeah, that's crazy. I know my boyfriend's a big baseball fan, and he always says that baseball is the sport of failure.
It is. It's the
So,
sport of frustration. You watch your team and you go, oh my God, the best hitters fail 70% of the time, succeed
yeah.
30%. So,
Mhm.
it's like that in anything. Like we got Patrick Clark listening in, he used to play, fiddle for Darius Rutger. You have good nights, you have bad nights. You practice, you sound good one day, you sound terrible. It's just part of life. You have to be
Yeah,
willing to be okay with failure, rejection, because if you don't get through those days, then you never make it to the rainbow days, right?
exactly.
All
So
right,
true.
cool. All right,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna I'll get three from you. So number one is you have to fail forward, become comfortable with failure in order to be a top producer in this game called real estate. So
Yep.
what would be another common trait that you see?
Um, I think also something that I think agents are really good at that some aren't and don't do from the very beginning is really honing in on your sphere of influence
Ah,
and getting I remember when I first started and everyone was like, you need to get your contact list, you need to get your contact list. I'm like, well, I have a list, but I didn't have the addresses and the emails and the birthdays and in order to put everything into our system to start that campaign drip and make sure that we're constantly staying in front of our sphere and you know and having that personal touch because sometimes in this industry we get so our lives get full, especially if you're a top producer, and it's hard to be able to be in front of them all the time. So it's important to have those contacts in place and that system set up so you can actually be in front of them, even if it's virtually or in the mail rather than in person when you can't be.
yeah. So I just spoke for the Sahara branch and I said, don't fear your sphere. Call them, talk to them, go see them,
Yeah,
visit them,
yeah,
direct message them on social media, do a
yeah.
video for them, right? Do all that
Mhm,
stuff. That's
mhm.
critically important.
Yep.
All right, awesome. I love that one. Okay, give us one more. Another common thing you see. So we've got fail forward. Don't be embrace failure. Which I'm going to
Mhm.
tell you something. Not a lot of people recognize that one, and that's a really very powerful one to recognize. Don't fear the
Yes.
sphere. Get out there, talk to them. And look at we have incredible tools, as you know. I mean, we have
Yes.
the VAC 2.0. Load everybody up in there. Make sure they're getting auto drips from you and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
All
Yep.
right. All right.
Yep.
What would be a third one? Now, give us one more, please.
Um, I would say a third one is surrounding yourself with successful people and the people
Uh,
that that you want to become. I mean, one thing that I've learned years ago is you become the five people that you surround yourself around most. So it's, if you want to be successful in this business or just in life, then you need to surround yourself with those who you strive to be. And it's not just career wise, but mentally and emotionally healthy people too. Like you want to be around people that have that strong mindset, like we talked about before, who have those goals that are going to hold you accountable, and just being with them every day and having that sort of accountability.
Yeah, accountability. The mindset is critically important, and
Mhm.
I agree 100%. That's such a good one too. Absolutely. You
Yeah.
are your environment. You are your environment.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So now listen, I just was wondering, since we're almost done here, and I saw you walk over with your camera, with your phone. Do you want to like maybe walk over to Carlos and do a bet maybe for the Super Bowl, Raiders versus Green Bay, or would you? I mean, that's up to you. I'd be willing to
I
view that.
mean, yeah, I can go walk over there. I think, is he still on?
No, he's probably in his office, I would imagine.
Okay, let me
Tell
go
him,
see.
make sure you tell him we're live because he has to watch his language.
Right, right. Okay.
All right, cool. We'll go over with you and see if we can pull off a bet, whether it be for the Super Bowl or whatever. Maybe even just for the best record
I
between
love
the
it.
Packers and the Raiders. Since you guys are working as a team, you might as well have a little healthy
Mhm.
competition in there. And if I
Yeah,
can egg that along to some, but you know what? I think I'm going to do one live like that, Paul,
I'm
because
still
it
on,
comes in
so you
really good.
gotta watch your
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah, we're live still, Carlos. We're live.
Hello, everybody.
So Jennifer said, since you guys were going to be spending so much time together now, maybe, look, and she even has her green on. Maybe it would be good for you guys to do a little bet here live on Facebook about Raiders and Packers. So, what do you think would be
All
a good
right.
healthy bet? It can be either make it to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl, or maybe the best record. What do
Let's
you
do
think?
best. No, we can't do best. Yeah, we'll do best record.
I
All
just
right,
don't
best
think
record.
he's confident.
All
I don't
right.
think he's confident enough to make such a bet.
Wow.
You know
Wow.
what? I will make that bet. What do you want to put up?
Oh
What do you want to
man,
bet? You want to wash cars?
I'm not
Ooh.
washing anyone's car.
How about if you how about the winner, like Carlos, you come, dressed like with a pink tutu if you lose, and she comes dressed like in a man suit all day or something like that.
Oh my God.
How about yeah? How about jersey? She has to wear a Raiders jersey
Oh,
for a
Oh, there
day,
you go.
and then she's got to
okay.
say she loves the Raiders,
The
and I'll
loser
do
has
the
to
same
wear the
for the
opponent
Packers.
jersey for a day at work. I love it.
Yes. Paul, you're the
All
man.
right.
Paul, you're the man.
So there, isn't he great? He's a great. Yes, we have clowns. We have people all up here in the studio. I don't know if you knew that.
You have it all. I'm
All right,
down for
guys.
that. Get that. I'm down for that. Mark it.
All right, you got it. I'm gonna hold you guys to it. All right, guys. Jennifer, thank you very much. Carlos, you too. We'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody. See
Love
ya.
you guys.
All right, thank you.
Go Raiders. Go Patriots.